How we doing?
Doing good.
So, first question is there anything in particular you're looking to get out of it?
I can't really think. I can't really like pinpoint one right now,
Mhm.
but um, I really can't. I really can't think.
Okay, yeah, we'll just play and we'll see what comes out of it. Cool. Who all do you play?
I play Inkling.
Just Inkling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like Inkling, sometimes I pull out like Cloud or Lucina. That's about it though.
Okay. Do you care who I play?
Not really. No.
Okay. Oh, are you on here?
Might not. Nah.
Okay. So Inkling Younglink, I think, is +1 for Inkling, and I think the matchup um, really comes down to edge guarding more than anything else. Literally, as Inkling, you can edge guard Younglink at like 0. Um, you have back air, fair, and even up B. Up B, actually, the initial hitbox, that actually can clip my up B, and like it sends me so far away that like I just die. Like Youngling doesn't have the aerial drift to be able to like recover if he gets hit at like at certain points. So and obviously you have your down air too, which is spike. So I think the thing in neutral is gonna be using your movement, especially your dash. Your low profile is really good against like see you'll actually go under my arrows, for example, which are usually really good neutral tools for Young Link. You can still get hit by Boomerang and Bomb, but those are significantly slower moves. Boomerang is like frame 33, Bomb is frame 40 something. So I think you really want to use your dash. You basically want to play patient against the projectiles. Shield them, jump over them, etc. If you catch me in an animation, like if I'm doing an unsafe boomerang, you go in. Maybe you do an aerial, you do a rapid jab, you get a 100%, throw me off stage, and then it's an edge guard opportunity. That's like potential kill right there. Like that's basically this matchup. Otherwise, I'm gonna be trying to basically keep you out with projectiles and stuff out your approaches with like nair and fair. That's still gonna be hard for me because your back air is so disjointed and it's invincible. You probably know this. You probably know your hitboxes, but like your back air, actually the actual hitbox extends beyond the visual. So like your squirt gun, let's say goes out to here, the actual hitbox like goes out further.
Okay. Yeah.
So like that's a really good tool in the matchup. You're gonna have to be careful of catching my landings because I might land on you with a down air and you don't have anything to contest that, and you will die off the top early if you get hit by that. But other than that, I mean, you can definitely cover Young Link's landings. I'm pretty much going to be using down air and air to land, and again, you have your movement. So depending on what I do, a lot of times you can just like whiff punish like my landing. It's like you drift in, you drift out, you drift in, you grab me, you rapid jab me, and it's like you get 20%, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's basically this matchup. And then obviously you have your kill confirms, you have your roller, you have your up throw, up air, So let's do it. Not too bad. So I think there's a few things I noticed. So one is you actually need to work a little bit on your spacing. You got clipped a lot by my up B, even when it wasn't safe. So sometimes you were spacing stuff unsafely at my shield until I was getting free up Bs. Sometimes you were just running into it, even like when you weren't in it initially. So work a little bit on the spacing so you don't get clipped by that. That's a lot of percent. I think your neutral's kind of interesting. I've never seen people rely on like down tilt over jab. I think down tilt might have slightly more range, right? Which maybe is why you're going for it.
You're definitely right about that. Like, because I'm looking like to cover like spot dodge or just in case people lose their shield early.
Yeah.
You know, you're right. I should. People tell me that all the time. Like, I should be jabbing more.
Yeah.
But I typically resort to down tilt for some reason.
It's not bad. Again, I think it has slightly more range. So if it's spaced perfectly, then it makes sense. But I think jab is generally gonna be a better option for you in most of those situations. Maybe not every situation, but most of the situations. I think you need to go for more jabs. The other thing, the other two things that I noticed were, I guess it's one thing sort of. It's so when you're above me or when you're approaching me in the air, I think you do need to be approaching me in the air. The problem is sort of the angle you're approaching me at and when you're throwing at the hitbox. So you actually got caught directly above me a lot. That's how I got 2 of my kills. I got you with 2 up airs. So you don't want to be directly above Younglink as Inkling because you don't have anything to contest my up air. You're just going to get hit. So really what you want to do is you want to come down at an angle. You want to be like diagonal or like horizontal to get that back air. So that plays into the other thing. So 1, don't be above me. 2, when you are approaching me horizontal with back air, sometimes you're a little bit too high, or sometimes even when you are at the right spot, you're like hesitating too much on throwing out the back air, and then I'm actually hitting you with something, whether it's like nair or forward air, right? So I think you have to just be a little bit more proactive with those back airs and get the spacing right on them. But I think other than that, I think the game plan was solid. Oh, I guess the other thing too is edge guard more. I did see the one try of up B. That was a good try. It didn't get me, but like that's the right idea. So that you can use again. You can use up B and fair and bear. And I think you just really want to be super aggressive with edge guarding. Like whenever I'm off stage, it's like literally jump off. You know what I mean? Just like hit me. You have way better aerial mobility than Youngling does. And again, your back air is a better disjoint than anything that I have. So if you space out your back air correctly, it's a free kill. Like I literally don't have anything to contest it. So cool. Let me update the notes real quick and we'll do the second match. The other thing in this matchup, oh, I think the other thing I mentioned, let me update that. One sec. Oh, okay. Thanks. Okay, cool. Let's do it. I think for as far as counter picks in this matchup. Oh, that's right. The other thing I put in the notes was I think it's interesting. You mostly were approaching me with like in the air, which also I thought was interesting because like a lot of times you really want to be using that fast dash that Inkling has. I'm not saying use one or the other exclusively. I'm not even saying use dash like more than aerials, but I think that it's like you need more of a mix-up. You were almost, I felt like you were almost mostly going for an aerial approach, and you're like it's almost like you're wasting like how good your dash is. Also, the other thing is when you're approaching with aerials, I would mostly try to use back air. Back air is just safe. Like it's safe on shield. Like it's just safe. So even when you're going for these air, again, I'm not saying only use back air all the time, but I'm saying use back air more than you're using it right now. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and as far as like counter picks go, I think that Inkling likes stages again where you can just do edge guards and you can use your movement. I think probably Smash feels really good because it's small. You just throw me off, you edge guard me. I think Lilat's good for the same reason. I think Battlefield is good because of how you can mix up your movement against my projectiles. So it makes Battlefield platforms actually make my wall kind of hard because you can use the platforms to like get in on me. But like for example, I actually think PS2 is a good stage for me in the matchup. Um, FD is probably also good for me, though. You know, it's also kind of good for you because it's like I also have trouble landing. But like I think it's probably better for Youngling than it is for Inkling. Same thing with like Kalos. Kalos is I think good for Youngling. Town and City's kind of like probably like again it's probably better for Youngling. It's not terrible for Inkling. The platforms can extend your like up air combos, and but also like the platform's kind of high, so like even sometimes like your roller to up smash won't kill as early, right? So I think you really want to go to the smaller stages. Like I think your best three will be like Smashville, Lilat, Battlefield.
Alright, got you.
Oh, and Yoshi's is
Weird.
I don't know how to feel about Yoshi's, so I just won't comment.
Same. I'm the same way.
All right, where do you want to go?
I guess just go to Smashville.
All
Check
right.
out.
All right, let's do it, man. Yeah, so like right there, you just hesitated a little bit. When I was in directional air dodge and lag, like you could have just run off and like bared me or fared me. I would have died. You just hesitated a little.
Yeah.
Just rapid jab. That's like the second like regular jab you used.
Missed the ledge.
Yeah,
That
that's
stage.
unfortunate. Okay, that is one instance where down is better. Or I think that was good. I think you definitely adapted with like more backers. It was unfortunate as
I missed
like,
I missed a few things too. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, it's,
yeah, no, but like I think that was better actually, because it was kind of close even with the SD. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, I think you started doing the backers more. You started like ledge trapping more. Like that was really good. I still think you need to be like. You tried it a few times and it was good. Like you like ran off and like did like a back air and like it almost worked. Like it's like tiny misspacing. Like that would have been a free kill. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's that like if you just tighten that up, it's like yo like you get those kills and like that's it. You know what I mean? Because that was good. Like if you're just more aggressive with those edge guards. Again, I think you did a good job with the backers in neutral. I think you did a good job ledge trapping more in at ledge. And I think you did a good job doing more edge guards. So I think that was good.
let's see. Something that also messed me up a lot was like, cause you have like back air has such like little recovery. You can like just do anything out of it.
Yeah, like Nair.
Like,
Yeah,
after whip.
I do
caught
that
me
a lot.
That caught me. That
Yeah.
caught me good.
Yeah, but I think that was good. I think I also still caught you with some up airs, but less up airs than last time. Yeah, so like the angle's better. Okay, dude, you got a rapid jab, man.
I know,
You got a
man.
rapid jab.
It's the amount of times people have told me that, and I still can't. Like,
just like go into the lab, just rapid jab.
oh my god.
Just practice rapid jabbing.
I need to turn off my C stick
Yeah.
or something. I don't know. It's just
Well,
something like that.
Good stuff, man. I think we got the next person on rotation.
All right.